Good morning, people, or should I say good day, because much of the people who watch this don't watch it in the morning, they watch it throughout the day. But good morning, glad you're here. This is Department of Career Services. My name is Edward Bevilacqua. We are here to help you move from where you are to someplace better, from point A to point B, from Someday Isle to Successlandia. Yes, rock and roll quotes. And we do it through this simple podcast, but it's not really the podcast. It's not the talking head, me. It is what's down below in the description, the links to the experts, the links to the brain hacks. That's where the value of this is. I'm just part of the morning routine that you should have, or the daily routine that you should have. Do this every day. Just strive to get a little bit better every day. And that's what the purpose of the podcast is. So thank you for being there. Please go to the description down below, click on the link, share, click on the bell. You know the thing. Just do all that, and it'll be good. Good morning, Wadabebi, Pahrump, gang sign. So here we are, and let's see. Currently, the weather is 54 degrees. High today is going to be 84 in Pahrump, Tucky. I don't know. You tell me. Is it Pahrump or Tucky? Okay, so here we are. Let's get started. A lot to do. The podcast takes there's 5 parts of the podcast. The first part is to prepare for the podcast, prepare for your day. Number 2 is an attitude of gratitude. No matter how much our life sucks, no matter how many problems we perceive to have, if we start out with an idea of gratitude for the things we do have, because I can guarantee you there's about 7 billion people who would trade places with any of us right now. Think of all the people. Anyway, don't have time for that. You can figure it out. Part 2. Part 3, review yesterday. Where do we do good? Where do we do bad? Where do we fall short? Where do we exceed expectations? Part 4, plan for today. If you plan to fail, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Plan your work your plan. And then 5, project out the day and then go live it. Try to break the cycle of reacting to the world. Be proactive. So that's what we're here to help you do. Just simple stuff, no big deal. So to get started, I recommend that every day you have a hot adult beverage, i.e. coffee in this case. Avoid the sugar. We are out of the Pete's coffee. This is Sam's Club coffee. Wadabebi is having apple cider vinegar. Yes, that will put hair on your head. Okay, groovy. So we start preparing for the thing with a breathing exercise, something you can do. It gets as much oxygen into us as possible in a short period of time. A, and B, what it does is it helps us reduce stress. So if you're feeling the stress of the world, you feel like the stress of the world is upon you, you can do this breathing exercise. So this is Professor Dr. Andrew Huberman from Stanford that has this quick hack to get as much oxygen into your lungs. So it's a double inhale, or we inhale as much as we can using our stomach to get as much air into our lungs. And then once we think our lungs are full, we take another shot of expanding our lungs as much as we can, and then immediately go into a long, slow, not necessarily slow, but a long exhale to get all of the carbon dioxide out of our system, get rid of cortisol, etc. So it looks like this. Evacuation complete. And you can have an audible sigh at the end. Okay, I guarantee you will feel that. I promise you, you will feel that. I felt it in my ears. I felt it in my forearms. Little invigoration. It helps if you smile when you're doing the inhale also. Smiling is good. Okay. So step 1 is over. Moving on to step 2, attitude of gratitude. Yeah, life is tough. Life is suffering. One of the 4 noble truths. Is that right, Wadabevi? One of the 4 noble truths is life is suffering. Sip of coffee. Yes. Okay, so Jordan Peterson says, work to overcome it, work to reduce it. Life is suffering. All right, so we need to have an attitude of gratitude. We've got all these thorns in our side, these proverbial thorns in our side. Let's have an attitude of gratitude. Think about the things that we're happy about. And here's the exercise to do. 3 steps. Number 1, write in your book. Write in your book. If you don't have a book, tomorrow, have a piece of paper, have a pen, try to get a book. If you need a book, let us know. Go to down in the link, there's a thing where you can call me, phone number, you can text us. We'll make sure you have a little notebook. You should have this because our brains are not designed to be recording devices. They're designed to be problem solving devices. So we need to record the things we need to remember, and we need to develop our ability to solve problems. Okay, so write down in your book, I'm so happy and grateful now that. I'm so happy and grateful now that blank. Okay, write that down. I'm so happy and grateful now that. And then, in order to activate our true nature of our brain solving problems, we need to create a problem to solve. So we turn that into a question and ask, what am I so happy and grateful for right now? What am I so happy and grateful for right now? And then step 3, turn our focus inward to our brain. Look at the other voices in our head or watch them, and things will scroll up. Maybe you'll hear it. Maybe you'll audibly hear somebody say, I'm alive. You have the opportunity. Okay. So whatever they are, you might see them scroll up like a list of things you're happy and grateful for, scroll across like a ticker tape. It could be like popcorn. Become aware of that voice inside of your head that's helping you solve problems. That's what we're designed to do. If you say life sucks, your brain isn't engaged. It's going to be like, okay, all right, sure, yeah, whatever you say, life sucks. Great. I'm going to point out things, all of the things in the world. I'm going to bring to your attention to confirm your belief that life sucks. On the other hand, if you say, what can I do to improve my life right now, and then turn your focus inward, you'll get some ideas of things you can do. So, done with that. You can do that afterward also. So maybe we need to say we do step 1, we do step 2, 3, and 5 when the video is over. But for right now, step 3 is review yesterday. So when the podcast is over, you're going to say, okay, review yesterday. What do I feel about yesterday? What do I remember about yesterday? And pay particular attention to the things that you felt good about, where you maybe exceeded other people's expectations, and the things where you fell short of the mark. Use these as learning experiences. Okay, well, I fell short here. I don't want to do that again. So here's what I'm going to do in the future. I exceeded expectations here, so I want to do that again. So here's what I need to do in the future. Man, my hand is big. It's bigger than my whole head. Okay, so do that afterwards. Step 4, planning for today, planning in solitude. Again, this could be something you do after the video. And we're going to look at some of the things we have down below. So first off, you can start by saying, I believe that something great is going to happen to me today. I believe something great is going to happen to me today. And it will. The next one, advice from an 80-year-old. Avoid sarcastic remarks. Yes, that's just criticism hiding behind humor. Okay, we got a bunch of other links. Our online course, Neuroscience-Oriented Approach to Success. We can help you get a copy of that if you want to sign up for the class. Goggins, Jack Rowland, Arthur Brooks, Happiness, little 2-minute video on happiness from Arthur Brooks, Harvard Business School professor. Our TED Talk today. This is day 2 of week 1 in our neuroscience-oriented course. And Jordan Peterson is going to be talking about the importance of IQ in your future and how why it's important to know what it is. Daily Stoic, Always Good, Inc. magazine. Oops, I forgot to put in the thing for Inc. There was a good one in there. PragerU Happiness, 4 short little videos on happiness, what it is, how to get it. Darren Hardy, Creating Systems. So yeah, we need to have systems in our lives. It makes it easier for us to move forward. Good little video to watch. Jordan P. Okay, these are all great things. Baraka Church, Systematic Theology, James 1:27. Pure and undefiled religion before God and the Father is this: to visit orphans and widows in their trouble and to keep oneself unspotted from the world. Okay, so that's kind of what our mission is here, is to help people who need help them help themselves. So we provide the tools because when you are in survival mode mentality, when you're struggling for basic necessities, food, clothing, and shelter, it's hard to move beyond that. And the little icon for today was Maslow's hierarchy, and you can't go to the higher things unless you have the basic things done first. So we're here along with the churches. Unprepared again. Okay, our Love Thy Neighbor program with the local churches, or the churches getting together to help the orphans and widows, formerly known as the homeless, to help our orphans and widows take care of basic necessities, then move forward. Mental health, we have psychiatrists standing by to help you work through the thorns in your side to move forward, talk therapy, medication, etc., so that you can continue to move up and become employed, confidence, etc. And how are we doing for time? Time, 13 minutes. Okay, survival mode mentality. That's the theme of today, survival mode mentality. When you're in it, it's hard to see bright colors in the world because your day is struggling looking for food, basic hygiene. Where do I shower? Where do I shave? Where do I bathe? How do I get clean clothes? Food, shelter, clothing, cell phone. What do I do for today? And it gets easier and easier to get in the rut that all I do every day is I just repeat the cycle of providing for basic necessities. Safety. If that describes you, we are here to help. When I say we, I mean the churches here in Pahrump. If your church doesn't know about what we're doing here with the other churches, drop me a line, have them call. We'd love to get them involved because all churches ultimately deal in empathy and compassion. And they want to help. And there are members of the church that want to help. But if they don't know how to help, it's hard to help. Hacking away, 1,000 people hacking away at the branches of trees isn't going to make the tree fall. We need to have a focused effort to bring down the problem, to solve the problem. In this case, it is lack of basic necessities, mental health, and purpose training for gainful employment. The resources are all out there. They're just not easy for people who are in survival mode mentality to take advantage of. We are here to help you. If that is you, we're here to help you move up the pyramid to a better life. Leave the past behind. Help you break the cycle. All you need to do is reach out, send a text message, come by, visit us, 4021 North Nevada Highway 160. We're at the intersection of Highway 160 and Simpkins, just north of the Intergalactical Airport. Okay, 1538 in. Let's wrap this up. 2 quick little things to help you navigate through your day, to move from point A to point B. The first one is our Navy SEAL maxim, which is right above my door. And that is, yesterday was the only easy day. Act such that yesterday was the only easy day. When we get into survival mode, oftentimes our focus is to make today easier than yesterday. God, yesterday was hard. I just want it to be easier. And we're pursuing comfort. What we should be doing is preparing ourselves to do just a little bit more. And that could be helping the person next to us. That could be picking up a piece of garbage. That could be making a phone call that you feel uncomfortable doing. Yet act such that yesterday was the only easy day. You don't just need to do something tiny, because if you do just a little bit more each day and you keep up that habit, create a habit, keep up that routine, create a habit, over a period of time, it's going to be better. And we, meaning the churches in Pahrump and the good people of Pahrump, are here to help you move forward in your life. Okay, so act such that yesterday was the only easy day. Get comfortable being uncomfortable, etc. Number 2, accept that your life is a gift from God. It's an no strings attached gift from God. It's not revocable. It's not an investment in you. You have a little spark of God inside of you, a little flame that you can nurture. And you know it when you do it because you feel good when you do it. So focus on nurturing that little spark. Take care of that spark of goodness in you from God, that little spark of God within you. God has not forgotten you. God has not abandoned you. God is not punishing you. Just have a slight little shift, starting with my gift is a unearned gift from God. That's my life. My life is an unearned gift from God. I have the opportunity to do whatever I want with my life, and I can live in such a way to give a gift of my life to God. I can do that by nurturing that little spark, wherever it is, that little spark within me, and you'll notice that you feel better and your life will get better. Okay, so with that, we're going to wrap it up, and we'll see you tomorrow. See you on the flip side. Okay.